What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a should you summon on the boy Gowther. Yes. The answer is yes. Spend your gems. Spend them. That's it. That's the video. There's really nothing else to it. Okay, but in all seriousness, yes, you should summon for this banner. I'm going to explain why this banner is good, talk a little bit about Gowther, talk a little bit about Galand, and then talk about some upcoming banners that we can expect to give you guys an idea. But in the short term, if you just wanted an answer, the answer is yes, right? I've been on the last two banners, the original Merlin, the red Merlin banner, I said skip, the Bond banner I said skip, and the green Merlin banner I said skip. But this one is the one you summon on. Now, the thing with Bond and Merlin prior to this, it is perfectly fine to summon and do like one rotation. And one rotation is, in like the way I look at it, one rotation is just doing it until you get the pity, right? So whatever that amount is, you know, if you're unlucky all the way through, that's 180 gems, because it's a 150 to do 5 multis. And then the 6th multi is guaranteed. But it could be more than that if you pull SSRs somewhere halfway through. And you know, if you pull them early, you stop. But my saying is always, you know, whenever it's a good banner, for example Bond or Merlin, it is perfectly okay to do 180 gems worth of pulls and then leave it there. Because this game gives you a boatload of gems every single month. You know, if you're in Champion 5, for example, on PvP, you're getting 50 gems a week. On top of your daily, like 5 to 6 gems you're getting every single day. So you end up getting like 80 gems a week just like that, plus the gems you farmed up, yada yada. So you have gems to go about. Now, for this banner, the difference is, you want to summon because Gowther is the most broken character in the game. And I did my summons with the boy Zenrot, the homie Zenrot, and that video is gonna go up later today. And yeah, so it was really good summons, and I was happy with it. I'm gonna spoil you now either way. So you can see here, where is it? I already have Gowther level 60. I do not have Galand. I'm going in for a round 2 with, who is it? With Nagato if he ever decides to wake up. We were supposed to record, but he's asleep, I guess. I don't know what happened with him, but he's dead and dying. Let's go over why Gowther is so busted. Simple enough. He just ranks up cards. And ranking up cards is good. Let me actually pull up. This is why he's broken. That's it. You do that and you win. I don't even need to show anything else. That's really it. He ranks up cards. He attack seals on his other skill, which is really good for PvP. His passive is fine. It's nothing like it's not bad, but it's not amazing. And then his ultimate's also really good. AoE with deplete ultimate gauge. So, you know, at the end of the day, he's a really good unit, and he's the #1 unit, and he is not going to like be removed from that #1 spot for a really long time. So yeah, you know, use them while you can. I'm not gonna say use them while you can. Make sure you summon and you pull them so that you can use them. Now, Galand on the other hand, Galand is the Gowther counter. And the reason for that is, man, Galand looks so ugly in this, like in his SSR version. Either way. The reason why Galand is the Gowther counter is because he petrifies allies and enemies who have used rank up and rank down skills for 2 turns. So as soon as Gowther uses rank up, he gets petrified. And then his passive is coerces one enemy. The affected target cannot activate debuffs when using skills and may only attack Galand. So it randomly picks an enemy and makes them focus on Galand, and they can't use debuffs. Those two together make Galand super strong. He has decent moves. This move is Amplify. it does 30% bonus damage for each buff on him. And his ultimate gives him buffs, right? So his ultimate gives him 3 buffs, increases basic stats by 50%. So it gives him a buff for attack, a separate buff for defense, and 1 more for HP. So that's 3 buffs, making this move do, what, another 90 damage. So it's 270% on top of the fact that he got a 50% attack boost. But once he gets his ultimate off, Galand hits like a truck. Until then, he doesn't hit that hard. And this move really doesn't do anything. It's like the most useless move in the entire game. It does like -5 damage, and it has bleed. That's about it. But that's not the issue. Galand is the Gowther counter, and he will be the Gowther counter for a while. The one thing I want to show off, and I'm gonna swap over to my desktop in a second, is let's swap here. Is we're gonna take a look at the JP update schedule just to show you guys what we're looking for. Okay, so on this day, whenever we got Galand on JP, we got how much longer? After 2 weeks, sorry, after 5 weeks, we got Escanor. But Galand was meta for 5 weeks, which is a decently long time, right? But in the grand scheme of things, it isn't that long. And the reason why when Escanor came out, things went to, hit the fan, is because Escanor has one of the highest, he has like top 3 highest base stats in the entire game. And he just one-shots Galand. Especially if you end up coercing Escanor. You're dead! You're dead! Escanor applies Ignite on one move, and then just hits, look at this multiplier, 240%. That is insane. 240%. You know how we were talking about just a second ago that if Galand, let me go back to Galand. Let me go back. This move does 180, and with 3 buffs, does 270% multiplier. This just does 240% on its own. And it just has such high stats. What is this? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? 80% pierce rate. He just ignores defense. It doesn't matter. This man does not care. Just does raw damage. And he hits like a truck, and that's it. So the day Escanor comes out, running Galand becomes borderline impossible. So, back to the banner. Back to the banner. This banner is still the best banner we've gotten so far, because you got Gowther and Galand. Galand is going to be useful for, I'm going to guess, 3 weeks. In 3 weeks' time, I'm predicting that Escanor will drop, and when he does, he'll be useless. So, my point being here is summon until you get Gowther, use your gems. This is the banner, we've been telling everyone to save up for. Use your gems, get your SSR coins. If you don't pull Gowther, that's very unfortunate, but you will be able to buy him in the coin shop. If you do pull Gowther and you get, extra coins lying around, you can then go and pick up the Merlin and Bond if you never manage to get those. Priority should be Merlin, then Bond, in my opinion. Now, if you don't pull Galand, and you pull Gowther, stop. Do not spend your gems, on Galand, simply because it's not worth it. He is going to become irrelevant sooner than later. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Even if I pull Galand, chances are I'm not even investing in him, because I simply can't be bothered for a unit that's going to move out of the meta the day Escanor drops. That is the main reason, right? Gowther is the king here. However, that doesn't mean Galand is bad. If you pull Galand and you don't pull Gowther, at least you can use Galand until Gowther drops in the coin shop and then get him from there. Because Galand will keep him in check in PvP. If you guys don't play PvP, none of this really matters. Gowther is the only one that you care about. Galand is useful in Red Demon, but you're not going to use him anywhere else. That's about it. So at the end of the day, this is still the best banner. This is our first dual summon banner, whatever you want to call it, with 2 units on it. Both of them are at 0.5. All the previous banners only had 1 unit at 0.5, so overall, it's a pretty good banner, right? 2 new units at 0.5, both of which are good. It's just that Galand falls off relatively quickly. Galand will always be useful in Red Demon, so it's not like he's completely useless, but Gowther's the king. Summon for Gowther, make sure you have him, best unit in the game, nothing's changing about that. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure you stick around for the summon video that I'm doing with Zenrot, and then later with Nagato. So the Zenrot one is already recorded, should be up later today. And then, if you have not checked out my Gowther showcase, I have that up, that's from yesterday. It goes over exactly what Gowther's powers are capable of in both PvP and PvE, and I break them down completely. That's going to be it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.